They should try to do one thing very well before talking about esports. Dude, they're not doing anything well. There's like zero things in Star Citizen that are done, like that are completely done and finished. The only thing, Jared was not a stand-up comedian back in the day. He was an actor, as far as I know. The only thing that they do right now is they add sandboxy things, they add PvP things, and they hope that that's enough for people. And I'm starting to really hate it, honestly. I'm honestly starting to hate it. As a former PvPer, I came to an understanding that what they're doing right now is the lowest amount of effort that they could put in, basically, to make something work. So what we have, and this is something that Scar Citizen mentioned already. We talked about this yesterday on his stream. So if you take Battlefield, Call of Duty, and games like that, Counter-Strike, blah blah blah, you get the most low effort content in those games, especially if they don't have single player, like most of them don't anymore. So you get a multiplayer experience, you get a gun that like shoots, you get rocket launcher, you get whatever, a couple of vehicles, and the main point of the game is to kill each other, and that's the content. Now, that is good for casual gamers, right? Because you have a match, the match lasts for like 30 minutes, whatever, it doesn't matter, and it's gonna end at some point. Somebody's gonna be the victor, somebody is gonna be the winner, and that's it. And like, even if you didn't win, you had some fun, right? And Star Citizen isn't like that. It's like a continuous thing. So the only thing that I can compare Star Citizen to is to other MMOs, to a game like DayZ that I'm playing a lot, and to like games like that, Rust, whatever, doesn't matter. So these kinds of things don't really work unless you just want to waste your time. Sure, that's fine. But they're spending that much time doing stuff like that, that like in the end was the point. So we have PvP missions, we have the whole like 318 patch didn't work, but if it did work, it would be like it was like pirate focused. The next patch is also going to be pirate focused because you're going to be able to like take those components off of ships and sell them, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool, but it's still like, okay, so where's the content? Well, it's a sandbox experience, and the players bring their own content and they make their own content. And that's my gripe with Star Citizen right now. So some people are saying, I saw like Salty Mike say, and I completely agree with him, that like there's more and more content happening in Star Citizen, and like much more than it was before. DayZ is so good. You can play with us if you want to. And the issue is, it is actually more and more content, but it's, I want to say low effort content, because the content itself is going to be produced by the players, not the developers. So you have Jumptown. Oh, okay, so we're going to make a one SU box or whatever spawner. It's just going to be a thing that spawns boxes. It's not one SU, it's like less than that, but whatever. And people are going to fight over that, and that's content. So how much work was there for that? Is that like an actual like dynamic event? It's not, because dynamic events, like that whole thing, means something completely different. So the next thing, oh, okay, so we have Korea. We're gonna do the same for Korea as we did for Jumptown. Okay, but why? I mean, sure, some fun, something to do. But what's the point? It's the same thing. But again, it's gonna make players PvP. So again, players are making their own content. And when I say content, I'm not saying just like PvPing, but I'm saying being creative with it, right? So the first thing that comes to mind is this. Let me just Google it or YouTube it. Is this it? Yeah, it is. So this is the player-made content. It is 720p. Okay, whatever. Right? So this guy was having fun, right? And this is player-made content. You can just fly around and pew each other, but you can also do this. So what people are doing in Star Citizen right now is basically mimicking this guy and having like a what's it called? A railgun and jumping off of their ships to like snipe another ship. Just so they can have fun. It's the same thing as like we watched a video a couple of weeks back when my old PC was dying. That like some guy said like there's a lot of content to be made in this game by the players, right? And he was like showcasing or he was showing like some footage of them, like his org, I guess, and him just like chilling at Korea or whatever, and jumping and falling and laughing at that. Just like run, jump, and you fall, and it's funny. So it's, again, player-made content. And honestly, that's like the lowest effort content that a game could have. And I really want more from Star Citizen.